Someone in your life might be manipulating you right now. And the most dangerous part is that you might feel like the decision was completely yours. Welcome to DarkMind Academy, the place where we expose the psychological weapons people use every day, often hidden inside ordinary conversations. In the last videos, we explored what reverse psychology is and the 12 tactics manipulators commonly use. But knowing the tactics alone isn't enough, because reverse psychology rarely looks like manipulation when it's happening. It doesn't look aggressive. It doesn't feel like pressure. Most of the time, it feels like someone casually saying something that slightly challenges you. Comment, a small doubt, playful remark, and yet that single sentence can trigger a powerful reaction inside your mind. Your pride, your curiosity, your need to prove something. And once those emotions take control, the decision you make might not actually be yours anymore. So today we're breaking down 10 clear signs someone may be using reverse psychology on you. These signals are subtle, but once you start noticing them, you'll realize how often they appear in everyday conversations. Let's start with the first sign. The first sign is you suddenly feel a strong urge to prove them wrong. This is the core psychological trigger behind reverse psychology. Someone questions your ability, your taste, or your judgment. Maybe they say something like, "You probably wouldn't enjoy this," or "I'm not sure this is something you could handle," and immediately something shifts inside you. Your brain stops calmly evaluating the situation. Instead, it starts reacting emotionally. You want to prove that you're capable. You want to show that they underestimated you. That reaction is exactly what reverse psychology is designed to activate. The second sign is they act strangely uninterested in something they clearly care about. Normally, when someone wants you to do something, they encourage you. They persuade you. They give reasons. But someone using reverse psychology may do the opposite. They might shrug and say, "It's probably not your thing anyway," or "You don't really have to try it." This fake indifference often creates curiosity. Instead of walking away, many people feel drawn toward the thing that was casually dismissed. The third sign is they plant doubt and then step away from the conversation. This tactic works because the human mind dislikes unresolved ideas. Someone might say something like, "You seem like a good person. Maybe too careful for this kind of opportunity." Then they stop talking about it. They move on. But the sentence stays in your mind. Your thoughts begin analyzing it. You replay it. You question it. And eventually, the desire to disprove the statement starts growing. The fourth sign is your decision suddenly feels emotional instead of logical. When reverse psychology begins to work, the reason behind your decision changes. Instead of thinking calmly about the pros and cons, your motivation becomes emotional. You might hear thoughts like, "I'll prove them wrong. They think I can't do it. They're underestimating me." These reactions feel powerful in the moment, but they often lead people to make choices they normally wouldn't consider. The fifth sign is they challenge your identity instead of the action itself. For example, instead of saying, "You probably wouldn't enjoy this activity," they might say, "People with your personality usually don't enjoy this," or "Most people like you don't handle situations like this well." Now the conversation isn't about the activity anymore. It's about who you are. And when someone challenges a person's identity, the emotional reaction becomes much stronger. People naturally want to defend the image they have of themselves. The sixth sign is they pretend to hold back information. They might say things like, "I probably shouldn't tell you this," or "This might be a little too complicated to explain." Suddenly, your curiosity increases. Your brain begins focusing on the hidden information. Why are they holding it back? What are you not supposed to know? And the more reluctant they appear, the more interested you become. Eventually, when they reveal the information, it feels exclusive, like you had to earn it. The seventh sign is they casually bring up outside opinions that disagree. For example, "My friends think this is a bad idea," or "My advisor told me not to do this." Statements like this create psychological tension. Instead of accepting the warning, many people feel the urge to defend the idea. They begin arguing against the authority figure that was mentioned. And without realizing it, they start convincing themselves. The eighth sign is their suggestion sounds like a disguised challenge. Some sentences are carefully designed to provoke a reaction while appearing harmless. For example, "I just don't think this is your kind of thing," or "This might be too intense for you." These statements are subtle challenges, and challenges naturally trigger competitiveness in many people. Instead of stepping away, they step forward. The ninth sign is they suddenly pull back once you show interest. This is one of the clearest behavioral signals of reverse psychology. The moment you start leaning toward the idea, they stop encouraging you. They become neutral again. They act like they don't really care whether you continue or not. That sudden withdrawal often pushes people to chase the idea even harder, because now it feels like a personal decision, not something someone else suggested. The 10th sign is the timing of their comment feels almost too perfect. Reverse psychology works best when emotions are already elevated. During competition, during arguments, during moments of insecurity, during situations where pride is involved. If someone introduces doubt or a challenge at exactly the moment your emotions are strongest, the reaction becomes much more intense. And that emotional environment makes reverse psychology extremely effective. Now here's something important to understand. Not every person who uses these phrases is intentionally manipulating you. Sometimes people speak this way without realizing the psychological effect it creates. But when you start noticing several of these signs appearing together, the pattern becomes much clearer. And recognizing the pattern gives you an advantage. Because the best defense against reverse psychology is surprisingly simple. Pause. Whenever you feel the urge to prove someone wrong, slow down for a moment. Ask yourself one question. If they had said the opposite, would I still want to do this? That single question breaks the emotional reaction that reverse psychology depends on. It shifts your thinking back into logic instead of pride. Because the manipulator's greatest weapon isn't their words, it's your reaction. And once you control that reaction, the tactic begins to lose its power. If this video made you realize something about a situation in your own life, comment, "I see it now." And in the next video, we're going to reveal how to completely shut down reverse psychology the moment someone tries to use it on you. Because once you understand how to respond correctly, manipulators lose one of their most effective psychological weapons. Stay aware and stay in control of your decisions.